Welcome to the Dental Business Guide podcast. From money to marketing to management, this podcast will help you run a better dental business.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest episode of the Dental Business Podcast. I'm Chris O'Shea, and today I'm joined by Dan and Praju from the finance team. How are you doing, guys?
Doing very well, Chris.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Thank you so much for inviting us onto this podcast.
No problem at all. Thank you for joining us. Right, so today, everyone, we're going to be talking about the Samera Dental Buying Group. So, guys, tell us all about it. What is a dental buying group?
So a dental buying group is basically set up for dental practices to buy, let's say, consumables and equipment at a cheaper price based on a buying power. So that's the reason a buying group is set up, and that's one of the many key reasons as to what a buying group will provide for many dentists. Dan, would you like to touch further upon it?
Yeah, I agree. That's the idea, because obviously you've got corporate dentists out there, because they've got the buying power. They get deals at a cheaper price. So we set the buying group up about 3 or 4 years ago now, so that independent dentists can get the same access to those deals by working with our business partners.
Okay, and Praju, you mentioned like buying power. So I'm assuming that means the more people that get together, and it gives us better leverage to get better prices. Does that mean that when, say, I wanted to buy a new dental chair, I have to wait until someone else wants to as well? So 2 or 3 of us can say, right, we all want one, give us a deal for 3 of them, or can you just essentially buy what you want when you want it?
So it's not basically that you have to wait for someone. So there is already a certain percentage of discount that will be there on a dental chair or on a consumable or equipment. It's just that you will get further discounts if more practices or more dentists on the buying group want to go for that similar product. Then the buying power will go so high that the supplier will obviously have to discount the price even further. So it depends on what sort of equipment that you want to go for. And if you want to pull in more dentists to go for the same thing, then of course you get more discounts on it, but there's always at least a minimum of 6 to 10% discount on every product that's available on the buying group. So regardless of what you purchase, you are saving when you join us.
Okay, so tell me a bit more about like before we go a bit further into the dental buying group itself, what's coming up in 2024 and what has been happening in 2023 that kind of makes this essential for people, the buying group?
I think it's not just about dentists as a whole, it's about businesses as a whole. You want more money coming in than you want money coming out. So I think a dental practice as a whole just benefits that, where you have less money going out, especially in terms of getting discounts and stuff. So 2023, we all know how difficult a year it's been for most businesses to get money in. So I would say joining the dental buying group in 2024 and the trajectory of which, let's say, the economy and the world that it's going, I think any and all amounts to save money, and just based on the cost of living crisis and everything, I think that would be a great way to, let's say, join the buying group.
Okay. This might be a bit, this might be another podcast topic, but are we hoping that interest rates and costs and stuff will start coming down soon, or do we just not know?
Yeah, I suppose the hope is that sooner or later that the interest rates will start going down. Obviously, the inflation is sort of started to level off now. We are expecting that maybe at some point this year that the base rate will start reducing, which hopefully will get the market sort of going again in terms of dentists. But like Praju was saying, really, the idea of the buying group is to try and save people money on things they have to buy. So in terms of consumables, we work with rights on the consumable side of things. So they can save sort of up to sort of 20% on that by buying something they have to buy in terms of the dentistry. And also we've got another company on there who deal in utilities. Again, we all know in terms of utility prices sort of going up. So what they can do is review the prices that you currently have. They can look at utilities, they can look at your telecom prices, and basically they try and go out to the market and get you a better deal than what you're already on. So it's trying to save you money on things that you have to buy to trade, really. So that's what we've been trying to do. And obviously that helps the dental market in terms of freeing up some cash when things have been a little bit tight lately.
Okay, so utilities as well. Could you give us like a quick list of the kind of equipment, kind of services that people can apply for with the buying group and potentially save money on?
Yeah, so like I said, in terms of Beacon Plus, they look at the utility side of things. I was just saying, you've got Rights, who look at the practice consumables. You've got DB Dental, so that's dental equipment, so chairs, etc., that they can look at. We've also got Densura, who look at indemnity insurance. To be honest, I could sit here and list that. We've got quite a few companies on this, so probably the best thing for people to do is to sort of go onto the website and join up, and then you'll get access to all the companies. And the thing is with the buying group as well, and sometimes when I say this to people, they think there's hidden costs or there's something else. It's completely free to join. So you join that buying group, you get access to all the services. There's no follow-up cost or anything from ourselves. Basically, the idea of the buying group is we've made connections with these companies, and basically we will introduce you to the companies, and then you'll speak to them about their services. And the benefit is, instead of you going to them directly and paying a certain price, you'll get a discount by going through the buying group.
Also, just to touch upon what Dan said, it's about, so when you join the buying group as well, the dental community that you have access to, apart from the consumables and the equipment that you're with, especially with huge dental practices like Neemtree. So you're getting access to these big brands and understand as to how they can help you in terms of getting better. So that's essentially why we want you to join the buying group. It's not just for, the main thing is, of course, cost of the equipment and the consumables and everything, but it's also, there's various other factors that we can go to, like Dan said, indemnity insurance, and also HR safety, energy rates and everything. So these are sort of things that, the various things that we can provide when you join our buying group.
Okay, so it sounds a bit...
And I suppose also just again, yeah. Yeah, because I was just saying something else actually that's an interesting point. So we've got Patient Plan Direct on there. So in terms of their services, there's a lot of practices that are starting to maybe switch from being NHS practices to being private practices. And obviously they're losing that guaranteed income, but they want to transfer over. With someone like Patient Plan Direct, you can work with them, and obviously they can help you in terms of transferring over from being NHS to being a private practice, but still getting that regular income from patients on a monthly basis, because they'll set them up a plan, and that helps in terms of doing it. And then also you've got dental compliance on there. So we do quite a few startups for people. So instead of purchasing a practice, they'll start a squat practice up from scratch. And obviously you need the CQC side of things to get that done. And obviously there's ongoing compliance. So again, we've got companies on there that can assist in terms of doing that. So it takes away a lot of hassle, especially if you're going through the startup process. There's a lot of companies on there that can make it a lot easier for you as well.
So basically it's if we don't help, we know someone who does kind of situation.
Pretty much, yeah. So we will connect them to someone who can assist.
Okay, well, then how do people join? What's the best way?
Yeah, very simple. So basically, you can either go onto the webpage and you can sign up directly, or if you reach out to one of us, we can send you the link to sign up. You literally just go in, sign up, free of charge, and then you'll have access to all the services on there.
And how do they go about making purchases? Do they have to do it through Samera's website? Do they go straight to Rights or Patient Plan?
Yeah.
So in order to actually make a purchase, let's say after you join our buying group, you also need to have a Rights account to get access to these consumables and equipment. Mm-hmm. So that's why when we ask dentists if they want help in terms of getting a Rights account as well, in terms of signing up, well, they can send us all that information while they join the buying group as well, just through an email. We'll be more than happy to set up a Rights account for you as well, because in terms of getting the equipment and the consumables, a Rights account's almost essential. So let's say you're making 2 accounts for one thing, but it's essentially free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's only really Rights where you need to set up a secondary account. But again, all the orders and everything are done via Rights directly. Basically, we don't you don't pay us to purchase the equipment or anything like that. All we do is obviously we introduce you to those companies, and obviously then you'll deal with them going forward. The benefit that you get is the discount by going through the buying group instead of going there directly. But yeah, you're right, Pardew, is they do need to set up a rights account and say, if you've got a rights account already, we can normally get that linked to the buying group. Or, if they need one set up, there's only a little bit of extra information and we can get that sorted out for them.
Okay, so there's a platform on the Samera website they use for purchasing, for reaching out, that kind of thing?
Essentially, yeah. So it's more like...
Yeah, so once they've signed up, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Right, is there anything else you think people need to be made aware of in terms of the buying group?
No, I think really just give it a try and say, especially, yeah.
Not really. I think it's mainly about the fact that we cover, I think, most of the points in terms of the fact that it's free to join. It's also, you get access to over thousands of equipment, and you can get to save thousands and thousands of pounds when you join and also the access to the huge dental buying group, and also access to rights, because you're not just getting access to, let's say, discount price, you're also getting access to better or equal quality equipments that the huge dental groups have access to or use in their current system. So that's, I think, one of the many ways as to which you can step up your practice, let's say, moving into 2024. So, of course, you want the best equipment when you can provide for these customers and also for your patients when they come in. So it's always good to have those. That's essentially why we want you to join the buying group, get it at a discount to compete with the bigger dental groups in this country.
And, of course, we can help with the asset finance itself to actually pay for all the equipment and consumables and that kind of thing.
Yeah. So we can help on the asset finance side of things, and just general finance if they need some. So if, buying a practice, starting up a practice, obviously we can help on that at Samera. And if they need accountancy service as well, let's not forget them.
Oh, of course, yeah. Make sure to upsell as much as we can. So we can help with finding the best deals in the market for the asset finance, and then essentially get you free and exclusive deals on the stuff you buy.
Essentially, yeah, because when you join the buying group as well, I think when you join the buying group as well, is essentially you do become a client of ours. I think that's directly his thing. So you have access to, let's say, if you want asset financing, we can help you with that as well. And of course, another thing is we do have a lot of these healthcare networking events. We had one recently about last week in London, where we had the opportunity to have a lot of dentists, and thanks to our sponsors as well. So these sort of events you'll have more gain to, and you wouldn't need to pay any entry fee, let's say, for these events. And great networking times, of course, great food and great times.
Yeah, it was good food. Yeah, I can't recommend the networking events enough to people. So do check out our website and have a look at the events, and keep your eyes out for the next Samera socials, because, as Pardew said, we have the partners turn up and other sponsors. They give a little talk, and you can basically chat to them, find out what they're doing, how they can help you, talk to other dentists, find out what they're doing, nick some ideas from people, and you get some free food and drink. They're really good. Right, guys, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. So if there's nothing else you want to make people aware of.
I mean, not really. All I can just say is join the buying group ASAP.
It's free to join. It's not going to cost you anything by joining. Yeah. And say, even if you just use the rights service alone, it's going to save you money on that. So, but you do have access to a lot of other companies on there that can assist you in terms of saving money for your business.
Excellent. Right. So everyone, basically, get on the website, join, or contact us directly, set up a call, chat to us. We'll happily walk you through every single step. But in the meantime, until we hear from you all, thank you very much, guys. It's been a good talk.
Cheers, Chris. Take care.
Nice one, guys. See you all again soon.
Thanks for listening in to the Dental Business Guide podcast. We welcome your feedback, and if you're enjoying it, please let your friends know too. Until the next time on the Dental Business Guide podcast.